This is Universal Heritage Television Niger. We welcome you once again to our personality interview program, Face to Face on UHTV Niger. Remember, Universal Heritage Television Niger is your premier online television in Imo State. In our house today, we have a guest, Okenze Dr. George Nkwoji, the traditional Prime Minister of Ebelebube Autonomous Community in Owerri North Local Government. Sir, you are welcome to our program.
Thank you, my brother.
My name is Afam Echi, your host. Please remember to like our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube platform. Sir, even though I have mentioned who you are, it would be appropriate for you to tell us more about yourself, the other areas you have played your sojourn in life. So let us know who is Okenze Dr. George Nkwoji beyond this name.
Thank you, FMH. Beyond being the traditional Prime Minister of my community, I'm also the publisher of Nigerian Moment newspaper Owerri.
Okay.
I trained as an engineer, a water engineer, and that's what I practice out till today. I'm a contractor. My company is a consultant to Lagos State government on environment. Okay. That is where we have our operational base. Outside being a contractor, that is an engineering contractor, I'm also a politician. Like you know, I started from PDP to APGA, where I ended up as the State Police Secretary. In fact, the 2018-19 campaign for APGA was driven by my newspaper, by my person.
Okay.
So I brought APGA
we will come to that, sir.
To that level. So,
we will come to that.
So
then, okay, what other things again? Okay, you are a businessman.
Yes.
You have said so. Okay. Yes. Okay, that is fine. Now, it will be very, very important to know what it is like being a traditional Prime Minister, which means you are a community leader to the core. So what has been the challenges? What has been thrilling about it?
Well, it boils down to leadership, because when you say somebody is a traditional Prime Minister, will be you a President General or traditional ruler, all boils down to leadership.
Okay.
For me, I've been used to community leadership, having played roles as village chairperson in Lagos, secretary of the community in Lagos, and as the President General of the community. In fact, it was under my leadership that we were able to process and got our community recognized and our traditional ruler giving certificate of recognition. So after all those things, working as a traditional Prime Minister is not a big deal to me, because I'm used to working around my people and they know me.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I have to congratulate you, because drawing from what you've just said, the level of services, if you are not found worthy, they couldn't have entrusted you with such a very high level position. Because we understand that after the traditional ruler, the next person in line is after the traditional ruler is the traditional Prime Minister. Yes. That's a very high level position you're occupying.
By our standard, yes.
Okay, now you said something very interesting. You trained as a water engineer.
Yes.
And you are a contractor to Lagos State
as
government.
A consultant.
As a consultant to Lagos State government. Well, it's not too clear to me. Maybe I don't mind confessing my ignorance. Water engineering, I'm trying to put my heads together to know which area of service you are supposed to be doing. Because this service you are rendering in Lagos, is it not something that can be done here? Why are you not a consultant to Imo State government and you are serving Lagos? Or we don't have the opportunity, the facilities, or so. Water engineer, right?
Yes, yes.
You trained in France.
Yes.
So which area do you deploy your services? Which area do you?
I trained in water resources. Water engineering is very vast.
Okay.
It includes irrigation, dam building, so many things Okay. Do you understand? But I specialize in water resources.
Okay.
Engineering. And that's what we do. That is water resources. You are talking about water, sorting water either from stream, rivers, boreholes, treating the water and reticulating, making it available. They also talk of wastewater treatment.
Okay.
That is treating wastewater from buildings, industrial areas. You treat the waste.
Okay.
It becomes useful. You can reuse, you can discharge it into the drainage. So that's where we serve Lagos State government. We are consultants to Lagos State government in the area of environment. But as contractors, we serve the organized private sector.
Okay.
Industries, banks, oil companies, like all those high-rise buildings in Lagos. We have not less than 40 treatment plants in those, closer around Lagos alone. In Owerri here, we built one for Maranatha Hotel.
Okay.
Maranatha Hotel.
Okay.
Yes. That is just about that. But talking about maybe doing the same thing here, like as we are doing in Lagos. Well, Imo State government, I haven't seen them being eager to be environment friendly, because you have to be environment friendly before the government can do all that. We'll be introducing that to them, but it has not, struck any chord in their system. Well, we still believe that one day, one of the leaders will, appreciate what we are talking about. Yes.
It's okay. Now you are in the media. You are in the media, and you are the publisher of the Moment newspaper. Now, how will you describe government-media relationship, especially in Imo State? As a media chieftain, what are your experiences like?
Well, let me tell you, what is known is that the media is the fourth
estate of the realm.
Yes. And after government, after the 3 tiers of government, the fourth one is the media. That means that the media has to work in tandem with the government, because the media has to educate the public, educating the public about what the government is doing and all that, in addition to other things. And that is where... And
also feel the pulse of the public,
yes,
feed it back to the government.
Yes.
Okay.
And that is how it is practiced worldwide. Even the Southwest, that is what makes Southwest politicians stick, because they rely on the media, and the media supports them. But let me talk of Imo State.
Yeah.
Imo State here, there's something like that. The government here does not even believe that the media has a role to play in what they are doing, and that's why they always have problems, issues, because if the public does not understand what the government is doing, how can the public flow along with the government? So it is because of this junk that the government continues to have issues. And when you look at it, simply because they don't want to spend money on media, whereas they are supposed to spend a lot of money on the media, but they are not doing that. They feel that the media people here, they don't need them and all that. I don't know. So I have not seen that cordial relationship that will make the media to defend the government. That's why you see the kind of journalism we practice here is commercial based. Okay, commercial based. Yes. In the Southwest, you see industrialists, you see government makes allowances for media houses. You understand? Yeah. That is part of the run of government. So they do that, and those people also support them.
So what actually do you mean by commercial journalism, which we practice here in this?
Commercial journalism is a situation whereby all you do is go and get money from somebody.
Okay.
You do understand?
Okay.
You just do
report his name.
You just report somebody's activities. Okay. He pays you for the publication. Yeah. He gives you advert. You draw this from that, and but what you call real journalism.
In the strict sense of it.
Yes, in the strict sense of it. Build people's reputation. Write about people. Write about people. Write. Do arguments.
Yes.
Then educate people. All these things that we are doing around here. Is there any media house in Imo State that is talking about Imo people or talking about Ndibo? There's none. There's none. Yeah. So, and that's why things are just not organized here. Things are not organized here.
Okay. Okay, I will come back to you on the journalism thing, but let me ask again. You know, you were the publicity secretary of Imo State chapter of All Progressive Grand Alliance, APGA.
Yes.
And then sometime, I think way back 2019 or so, if I can remember, you pulled out.
Yes.
And said you have resigned. So what actually motivated your resignation? And again, let me follow up. Is it to say you resigned from the position, or you resigned from APGA as a politician, as a member of the party? And if you have resigned, where are you now?
Let me take the last question.
Okay, sir.
I am a private individual.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm
now apolitical.
Okay.
I'm not apolitical.
Is it possible to be apolitical?
Of course,
traditional prime minister.
I've seen it all. Having worked in PDP,
okay,
having worked in APGA, and they are the same people. Okay. They are the same people. Do you understand? They are not people. They are not different people from the moon. This one from the sun. This one is from the earth. They are the same people.
So the experience is common.
The same attitude. I looked at it, so I discovered that there was no need for me to continue wasting my time. But coming to why I had to resign, some of us, let me tell you, some of us in APGA believe that we could use APGA, develop APGA to the stage where it will be acceptable to Ndibo.
Okay.
APGA was already in Anambra was in Igbo, but was diverted by Rochas. So we wanted to rebuild it so that APGA will return to Imo. So that gradually APGA will capture the whole of the southeast.
Okay.
We were doing that, and I know how much I spent. APGA did not give me one dime. Even when the party looked so
robust, good,
and people politicians were flooding there. Yet they couldn't fund the party. They were only funding their own organization. Even as the state public secretary, they had no budget. Yes, even as the owner of a media house.
Yeah, that was
that ordinarily those aspirants could have patronized my media house. They didn't do that. So at the end of the day, what we had was that the ticket had been sold out. And I looked at it, I said, well, I wouldn't continue this way. Not that, when you look at the whole system, you discover that why waste your time? There was no need for me to continue wasting my time on such a venture. So I left, and I decided not to join any other party.
Okay, now drawing from your experience, there was a statement you made. You said they are all the same. That appears to me an indictment on the political class. And recently something played out just less than 24 hours. Some legislators in the opposition party, the PDP, now defected to the ruling APC. Some people were wondering, just a few days ago, before the election, you were saying this party is not good. You were saying all of this against this party. And within a twinkle of an eye, you made a bold face and then turned around 60 degrees to join the same party you were criticizing. It raises a lot of questions on the credibility of politicians. So in this particular case, where will you anchor the motivation for joining a party you were criticizing a few days before, maybe perhaps after losing an election? You now find the same party now worthy to align with. So how do you see that?
Well, you're asking me as if you didn't know.
No, I don't know. If I knew, I wouldn't be asking. It's for the interest of the public.
No,
because you're a politician, you have seen it all. You will say they are all the same. And so I'm sure it's not a strange thing for you. Like you moved. When you moved from PDP to ABGA, there was a motivation. Yes. Now your colleagues, at a point when you got tired, you backed out. Your colleagues are still moving, yes, jumping from. So what could possibly have...
well, just like I said earlier on, they are the same people. PDP has been the main party in Imo State.
Yes.
Since 1999. You understand?
Yeah.
Now they started losing grip, like the fall of empires. You know, when the science started coming in, the party started crumbling, until it now collapsed. It appeared that APC, yes, is it Tinubu that crushed them to the ground.
You mean crushed PDP?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So all these people running to APC, that we are fighting APC yesterday. I don't know what message they are going to take to APC. You know, ordinarily, as people who had benefited from PDP, yes, they should have stayed back and rebuild the party. If they had the stamina to build a party, to play politics, all they would have done is that they would have behaved like somebody whose house collapsed. They should have remain in PDP, rebuild it. But they don't have that stamina. They are like what my brother's title, Okwachiaka. Do you understand? That's food is ready.
Yes.
Food is ready. Why didn't they, if they were playing politics, why didn't they run to Labour or run to other Accord, other parties? They ran to APC.
Okay.
So
where the food
they are just
ready,
seeking for shelter, and it shows the weakness in them. It shows. Let me tell you, it shows how weak they are, both in character and in everything.
Okay.
It shows how they, because what would they tell their constituents about APC now? Telling us that, Guadamila, who is going to be the chief of staff
so
to the incoming president, is their friend. All the years they spent in the National Assembly, why didn't that reflect? Why didn't we notice that they were friends? Have we seen any photographs of any of them with the speaker? Just watch when Emeka Kenyatta was in the house. He saw the rapport he had with this then speaker. Every person noticed it. Do you understand? So he didn't need to tell us. He didn't need to tell us that he's doing this because Tambuwa will assist him doing this and that. Do you understand? But somebody running to a stranger to say, we were colleagues.
And it's just speculative.
So now they want to tell us that APC will now allow them to reap from where they did not sow. They were fighting yesterday after the war, after being defeated. Now you are embracing them, telling us, you're fools, that this is the best thing to happen. Let them go arrest. My reason to them that if they mean well, let them go and rebuild PDP. Because PDP made them who they are today. PDP made them who they are today. All of them. What else were they doing? Most of them never worked anywhere. It's just party, and that is PDP.
Okay, so let me ask you something. You work for Lagos State Government. You live in Lagos, and you're still living in Lagos. In the elections that just passed, Igbo suffered so much humiliation, attack, and disenfranchised. Now the protest is still on. The census is coming around the corner, and we can get feelers from Igbo in Lagos that they all want to go home to go and do census in Igbo. What are your thoughts about that, relating it to the so much called preaching the so-called drive for peace and unity of Nigeria. What are you going to tell Igbo?
Well, let me correct one impression. I no longer reside in Lagos. I only visit Lagos.
Okay,
I left Lagos since 2010.
Okay, sorry.
Now, what happened recently after the general elections, especially the way Igbos were subjected to all manner of ridicule, is quite condemnable. I think probably because Igbos are resilient and they have that level, high level of tolerance, they can endure. If they didn't have these qualities, I believe that every election in Nigeria will be crisis. But you see, despite everything, they will kill us, destroy our property, destroy our businesses. We still, apply restraint. Hausas won't do that. Yorubas won't do that. They will have, at least going to, but because of we don't want to be seen to be fighting every time, and they take undue advantage over that. But coming to the question, what people are, I've always said it. Our people should stop this mentality of developing outside Igbo land, because at the end of the day, they still look like strangers. I recall one traditional ruler in Delta, one woman. She said that we are slaves. You go and clear a dump here, build there, build plaza there, then somebody will say you are paying rent, you pay rent. You don't understand? They show you a match, and you go and they fulfill it, build there, you start paying them rent and all that. And that's how foolish the extent of our folly. The money we are using developing Lagos could have developed the whole of Southeast. And the whole of Southeast could have become a Japan in Nigeria. But we are not doing that. So, and we'll continue to lose from time to time. After every election or during every election, we will lose human beings, we will lose properties, we will lose businesses. If Muslims are fighting in the north, who takes the brunt? It is Igbos. If they are fighting in Lagos, it's Igbo. We have become the endangered species, like I said. You go here, you go to Ghana, develop that place, and they show you xenophobia. You go to South Africa, you go to Nigeria, this and that. Let them come and develop our place. For instance, the head office of my company is over here. Okay. Because I realized that the tax they collect from my company,
yes,
at the end of the day, each state will get on pro rata.
Yes.
Federal Inland Revenue will collect taxes. How much it got from Imo State, when they are sharing it, what percentage Imo State contributed
to the
that's the percentage they will give back to them. So I brought my own to this place. It's small. Yeah. If others come here and then things will start bubbling. When you take your money to develop, it's very painful. Very painful. You see what our people suffer in Lagos. You see what they suffer in Lagos.
So in respect of the census, you want them to come back to do census?
Let them, those who can afford to come here, let them come and do their census here.
Okay.
Yes. If they can't afford, let them remain there. Let them remain there and do their own census.
Okay, we'll be coming to the end of this program. And before I leave you, sir, I want you to tell us, assuming you were to be the president of this country, if per chance they give you opportunity to be, I'm sure at the time you were aspiring, you were a politician, you were aspiring that one day you would have been in Nassau Rock.
Maybe I have missed that one.
But let us imagine, assuming you had succeeded to be there, what is the one thing you would have done, to make Nigeria better if we are the president of this country?
Yes. What I will do, assuming I become the president of Nigeria tomorrow,
Yes,
the first thing is to make sure that people have confidence.
Yes.
Citizens have confidence. Let them have confidence that they are Nigerians. How do you do that? You do restructuring
Okay.
through federalism, what we practice at the time of independence.
Okay.
Do you
The
understand?
First Republic.
Yes. That's what, once we go back to that,
Yes.
everything's okay. This unitary government we are doing, whether we are practicing democracy or military, it is military because it is unitary.
Okay. You call it unitary.
Unitary now.
Was it presidential?
It is unitary because everything revolves around the president.
Okay.
It was not designed to be so.
Okay. I get what you're saying.
If Nigeria start practicing through democracy,
Yes. Yes.
through federalism,
Through federalism.
Igbo State can decide to be homeland to farmers.
Okay.
It can decide to be manufacturing arms for the military. It can decide to be manufacturing cars. Anambra can decide to be exporting vegetables. Every person, you have confidence. You understand? You have confidence that this is your country. You work for your country.
Just like when we are doing farm produce.
Yes, or like what we are doing now. Once you are given appointment at the federal level, at any, it is your time to share, capture the national cake, cut it as much as you can, and leave. It's not an opportunity to serve, it's an opportunity to eat.
Okay. So, okay. Well, one more word. What do you have to tell Nigerians and the people of Imo State especially? November 11 is forthcoming, and
well, as citizens, we are expected to do what? We are expected to be good citizens. We are expected to be lawful, abide by the rules. You understand?
Yes.
So that government can concentrate. Then those who rule us should also know that they are drivers.
okay.
They should be good drivers so that they can deliver us to our destination. So for November elections in Imo State that is upcoming, people should go out and vote their mind, and that shows that whoever wins is still an Imolite, provided he is an Imolite, let him rule. That is it. Only one person will win.
It's okay. Thank you for coming to our program, sir.
God bless you.
Yeah, viewers, this is where we wrap it up. And in fact, this from one of Imo's prominent community leaders and traditional leader. He has told us that so much money spent by Igbo in Lagos, just a chunk of it can help to develop the whole of Igbo, and that is food for thought. He has also told us that defecting politicians have no need to do that, and if not that they are weak in character, they should have sat back to build the party that gave them name. And he has urged us to remain good citizens, remain focal, and obey the laws of the land. On that note, we wrap it up and say, please remember to like our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube platform. My name again is still Afam Echi. Thank you for being part of the program.